Hello and welcome to Afro Tales, where every tale hides a shadow and some whispers are never meant to be heard. Let's get into the story. I never thought I'd be that girl. The one who ends up online trying to piece her life together with strangers. But I need to tell you this. Maybe get it out. Maybe warn someone. I live in Accra, Ghana. I'm 29. I work as a legal assistant for a small firm in Asu. I've always been the logical friend. The one who double checks receipts. The one who books boat rides instead of trusting random lifts. The one who doesn't do juju talk and fall for sweet-talking men with shiny shoes. So of course I fell for Kojo. He wasn't flashy. No Gucci belt nonsense. He was tall, soft-spoken, and had this calm energy. The kind that makes you feel safe, even when you don't know why. He worked in tech, or so he said. Something vague. I think logistics? He drove a clean silver Toyota, lived in a quiet part of Pentex, and had the kind of manners that would impress any church auntie. We met at a wedding in East Legon. He was emceeing. I was a bridesmaid. After a few drinks, we ended up dancing and talking by the caterer station. By the end of the night, he asked for my number. That was 10 months ago. We got close fast. Within 3 months, I had a drawer at his place. By 5, we were calling each other home. But even from the start, there was something hidden. Like a door in his personality that was always shut. Every time I would ask about his family, especially his mother, he would deflect. She's complicated. That's all I'd get. No pictures, no family WhatsApp group, not even a funeral brochure lying around the house. And you know that's rare. The first time I visited his family house in Kofordua, I was excited. I imagined a countryside getaway, grilled tilapia, and maybe getting closer to his roots. What I got instead was strange. The house was massive, old, colonial looking, paint peeling like old yam skin. But it wasn't just the look, it was the feel. The air was too still. No bird sound, no ghosts. Like even nature was keeping its distance. There were 4 rooms on the main floor, but one was locked with chains, a thick rusted padlock. The door itself was painted deep red, but unevenly, as if to hide something. I reached for it, out of habit. "Don't touch that," Kojo said. His voice didn't rise, but it stopped me cold. "What's inside?" "It's not for you," he said. I laughed nervously. "What does that mean?" "It means you're not ready." He wouldn't explain further. I brought it up later in Accra. He brushed it off like it was nothing. "Old family stuff," he said. "The house has history." And then he came with the gaslighting. "You're always trying to find problems. Why can't you trust me? Not everything needs to be a story." So I did what women are taught to do. I doubted myself. Maybe I was projecting. Maybe I was being nosy. Maybe I was lucky to even have a man like Kojo. Even when strange things started happening, I held it all in. One morning, I woke up alone in his bed and heard him speaking in another language. Not Tree, not Ewe, not Hausa. Something deep, syllables that sounded like they weren't meant for human mouths. I peeked through the door. He was standing shirtless in the hallway, eyes closed, hands moving like a priest. When I asked about it later, he laughed. I must have been dreaming. You know I sleep talk sometimes. Then I found a dead black gecko in my bag. Then my name carved into the back of the mirror in our bedroom. I tried to tell my best friend Essie. She said, Girl, you sure you're not scared it's getting serious? Even my mom said, men are secretive. It's our job to pray and support them. Then came the weekend that ruined everything. Kojo had to go to Kumasi. Last minute family emergency. He asked me to stay in Kofodua and rest. He said I've been working too hard. That alone was odd, but I didn't push it. The power went out around midnight. I went outside to reset the generator. As I came back in, I passed the red door and froze. The chain was gone. At first, I thought maybe it was a trick of the light. But no, the lock lay on the floor, snapped clean through. The door was slightly open. And something, I swear, something whispered my name. Inside the room was not just a shrine. It was a whole other world. Earth floor, charcoal circles, symbols drawn in white chalk I didn't recognize. Dolls, dozens of them, each crudely sewn, each marked with the name of a woman. And every single one had no eyes. My stomach turned. In the center of the room was a calabash bowl, full of dark water and teeth. And next to it, a photo of me, torn down the middle. My eyes were scratched out with something that looked like nail marks. I didn't move. Then the floor creaked, and I turned around. Kojo was standing in the doorway. "You weren't supposed to see this yet," he said calm, like we were talking about dinner. "You broke the boundary." I don't even remember how I got out, but I ran, barefooted, didn't even grab my bag. Caught a chocho to Accra at sunrise, shaking the whole way. I blocked him, changed my number, told Essie, told my auntie. I was ready to move on. But that was 2 weeks ago, and something is still wrong. I wake up to wet footsteps on my apartment floor. My mirrors fog even when it's not hot. I've started sleepwalking. I found myself standing outside at night, holding red thread I don't own. This morning, I woke up to find a doll under my bed. Black cloth, no eyes, and my earrings sewn into the ears. I think I was a part of something, or chosen, or marked. I don't know if this was juju, or madness, or something older than both. But I do know this. If your instincts scream, listen. If a man tries to make you doubt your eyes, run. And for the love of God, don't ever open a red door that says you're not ready. And that's another tale from the heart of Africa. If you're feeling the vibes, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your favorite part. New stories drop every week. Don't miss out. And again, thank you for watching Afro Tales.